Assalamualaikum students. I hope you will be good. And I'm Asad Ali. I'm here with another video. Then in this video, I'm going to discuss IGCSE. Or this topic is also in GCSE, mathematics, trigonometry. Basically, I'm focusing bearings here. So my topic for today's lesson is bearing. I hope you will be having basic knowledge of bearings, but I will try to do again the basic things. Bearing is important topic of trigonometry. Okay, IGCSE, GCSE. Okay, now before starting bearings, there are some important points you should remember. First thing is, like, if they say work out the bearing of, suppose they have the question, work out the bearing of B from A. So this is suppose the question. So first thing, the bearing should always be from north. First thing. Second thing, bearing is always clockwise. Third thing, bearing is always 3 digits. What is the meaning of this 3 digits? If bearing is 60 degrees, so we will not write 60 degrees, we will write 060 degrees. And if it's 120 degrees, suppose bearing is 120 degrees, so this is already 3 digits, so we will be writing the angle as 120 degrees. If the bearing is 9 degrees, so you will write 009. That's the meaning of 3 digits. I'm explaining the from north and clockwise. Okay, so look at now these two things, this one and this one. This is, let's say, point B, that's point A. So they say find the bearing of B from A. Look, B from A. So first, you will have to mark 2 points. This is point B, that's point A. First, join these 2 points. So I joined them with this line. Now I wrote there, the first thing in bearing is north. So you will take bearing from north. So make north at the last letter. Let's say D from A. So make, this is north and now. So the bearing, then I wrote from north, that's from north means counting from this north side. We will be calculating bearing starting from north. Now the second thing is, I wrote clockwise. So you will be moving this way. So start clockwise movement and come from that north line towards the line which joins B and A. So this is the bearing basically. This is the bearing. Now the question is, see here. If here is this angle is 40 degrees suppose, and they say find the bearing of B from A. So what you will do, see this angle is given to us 40 degrees. This is given, this angle, let's say this is X. So BAX is given to us, that's 40 degrees. And they say work out the bearing of B from A. So it means this is the required bearing. We are finding this bearing. So what will be this bearing? This is straight line. So straight line is giving, look at the straight line, it's giving us 180 degrees. And this is then 40. The whole bearing is this one. So bearing of B from A is 180 degrees and plus 40 degrees. So result is 220 degrees. And you see 3 digits are here. So that is the first example. Now second example I'm giving here. Look at this one. Second example is example number 2. Now, this is I'm making diagram here first, rough diagram. I want to erase this part. Okay. Here is point B. Okay. Here is point P, and here is another line, and this is point, let's say point A. And they say, what about the bearing of B from P? Bearing of B from P. So see, 3 things which I wrote there. First, look at the first thing. First thing is from north. Second thing is clockwise. Third thing is 3 digits. So bearing of B from P. So from P, you make normal line here. Now normal line is drawn there. Okay, that's the first thing. Then clockwise. So this will be the bearing. Now there's one thing given to us. If they say to you, this bearing is what? Bearing of A from P is, let's say, this bearing is given to us, this one. Let's say this is 60 degrees. Let's say this is 60 degrees. And this angle, let's say, is given to us 140 degrees. These 2 angles are given to us. This angle is 140 degrees and this angle is 60 degrees. Now you want to get the bearing of B from P. Let's say I'm going to find this angle. See this one, because bearing is always from, see, from that normal line towards the line joining B and joining this B with P. So this is the line which joins B with P. So you come from that normal line with this green. See, the green line is showing. So see, this is the required bearing. Now how to find this bearing? Very simple. Look, if this is 140 degrees, this 140 given to us, what will be this angle, the green angle? It's very simple. We know that this is giving us 360 degrees. Now, if this is 140, what's this angle? This is 360 minus 140 degrees. So it becomes, the result becomes 220 degrees. That's the result. Okay, now one more example. Example 3. See here, I have these 3 lines. One is normal line here. The other line is this one. Let's say this point is Q, this point is B, and this point is, let's say there's another line as well. This point is S. Now let's say they say bearing of B from Q. Okay, see, bearing of B from Q is given to us. That is 229, let's say 229 degrees. Yes. Bearing of B from Q will be this one, according to the property. Okay, the property and the rules. What are they? What are the rules? Clockwise, from north, and 3 digits. So from north, so this is north line, towards the line which join B and Q. So that's the bearing. And this is clockwise. And that is 229, which is 3 digits. So that bearing is 229. Then they say bearing of S from Q. Bearing of S from Q. So that's the bearing. See here, I'm changing the color so that you can differentiate both the bearings. S from Q is this one, which is, let's say we take this angle 121 degrees. Yes. So then they say, what is the angle BQ? S angle is what? Find this angle. What is this angle? I'm changing color. They say, what is this angle? Look at this angle. This angle is required. Now, if you see, the black angle is how much? This total angle. This one is 229. And this angle is how much? Green angle. That is 121. So how to find this yellow part? So this is very simple. 229 minus 121. The result is 108 degrees. This is not bearing, this is just angle. So 108 degrees is the answer for angle BQS. Now, some more examples are there. I'm just giving some more small examples just to make it easy for you. If they give you a question of bearings in paper, so doing these examples and these basic things, you will be able to do those questions then. Okay, now example number 4. Example number 4 I'm doing here. Example 4 here. See here. I'm making point A here and point B here. Okay. They say they gave us an angle. Look here. They say bearing of B. Look, bearing of B from A is 50 degrees. So this is 50 degrees, and the bearing is 050 degrees. Yes, because that's bearing. When you write angle, the angle is 50 degrees. You don't need to write 050 degrees there. But if it's bearing, then you are writing that in 3 digits. Now the bearing of B from A is 50 degrees. What is the bearing of A from B then? Find bearing of A from B. Yes. So there are 2 approaches here. Approach 1. Approach number 1. See here. Look at this approach. Just make normal here. Now this is 50 degrees. This is U-shaped figure. So this is 50 degrees. This is 130 degrees, because we know that if U-shaped figure is there, then these 2 angles, these parallel lines. So for U-shaped figure, the line should be parallel. This is angle A and this is angle B. So sum of these 2 angles will be always 180 degrees. So this is 50, that is 130 degrees. Now the bearing of A from B. So the bearing will be clockwise, okay, from north line and in 3 digits. So this whole thing is 360 degrees. This whole thing is what? That's 360. So 360 minus 130 is 230. That's approach number 1. Now approach 2. Approach 2. Look at approach 2, please. If we, this is A, this is B, okay, this is 50 degrees. Now if you extend this line, this point is B. Extending this line, we see that this angle and this angle, they both are corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are same. So if this is 50 degrees, what about this line? This line is 180 degrees. So this is the angle C here. That's the angle. Now 50 plus 180, this is 180 degrees. So 50 plus 180 is 230 degrees. That is second approach. So these were the basic things which we will need in finding bearings and doing bearings of IGCSE questions and GCSE questions for mathematics. So I hope your concepts will be clear about the topic. And now I will start some questions. So let's start questions. Questions, I'm doing IGCSE mathematics questions. So first question I'm doing here is, this is question number 8, and paper, let me see paper. Paper is March, February 2018, and paper 42. Let me increase, zoom it. So March, February 2018, and paper 42. So question is here, question number 8, March, February 2018, and question paper is 42. Now see here, students, what they say in the question. Our diagram is given to us. Diagram shows two ports L and P and boy M. Okay, the bearing of L from P is 201 degrees. The bearing of L from P, okay, fine, that is 201 degrees, and LP is 248 kilometers. The bearing of M from P is, okay, 127 degrees. Angle TML is 42 degrees. Use sine rule to calculate LM. Okay, fine. LM is required. This line LM is required. Now see, they say the bearing of L from P. This is L, that is P. Let me change the color. Look, this is L, that is P. The bearing of L from P. This is basically, this is the bearing of L from P. So we will join L and P, then clockwise and from north. So this is clockwise from north, starting from P and coming to the line LP. Okay, so this bearing is 201 degrees. Now, and the bearing and LP is 248 area given. The bearing of M from P now. The bearing of M from P is, see here, M from P is this one, which is 127 degrees. So this green, this one is 201 degrees, and the red color, this bearing is 127 degrees. They say use sine rule to calculate LM. Yeah, this LM distance is required. Now, okay, fine. What is this angle? What is this angle? If the whole angle, this green angle is 201, and this red angle is, I will change the color. Yeah, the red angle is this black, this angle. Okay, the red angle is 127 and the green angle is 201. So the black angle is 201 minus 127 degrees. Angle LPM is 201 minus 127. Who's my calculator? Yeah, it's here. So 201 minus 127. So bearing is, this is 74, not bearing, sorry, this is angle, 74 degrees. Now, they say LM side is required. Now, LM, look, LM using sine rule over sine 74. And this angle and that side. So 248 over sine 42 degrees. So LM is there with us. So LM is 248 into sine 74 over sine 42. Now let's get the result. 248 into sine 74 is equal to 238.39 divided by sine 42 closed. So the length is 356.3 with me. That's the length, LN. Okay, that's part A. Now part B. A ship sails directly from L to P. Okay, the ship is sailing directly from L to P. Calculate the shortest distance from M to LP. Okay, fine. So this is a very good question. Look here. I will need to make diagram again here for explanation. This is L. This is M. Okay, and here is P. Let's say P is somewhere here. Yes. This angle is how much? 42 degrees. Now see here. Okay. They say calculate the shortest distance from M to LP. From here, this is P point. Now, whenever there's shortest distance, when they say shortest distance will be always perpendicular from that particular point to the particular line. So from this point to this particular line, LP, we will be having straight line, and that line should be perpendicular to the line, LP. So this is the perpendicular distance, yes. So you should remember this thing, that's a rule, okay? This shortest distance will always be perpendicular. So now, this length is with us, we got this length. This is 356.3 degrees. This length is with us, this one. This length is not with us. Okay, now, we got this angle 74. This angle is 74. This is 42. What is this angle? See, this angle is, let's say, X. So X plus 74 plus 42. This should be 180. So X is 180 minus 74 minus 42. So the result is 180 minus 74 minus 42. So this angle is 64 degrees. It means this angle is 64 degrees. Now, if you see, this is angle, that's the opposite, and this is your hypotenuse. So if I make this thing here separately as triangle, look here. This hypotenuse is perpendicular. This is the angle 64, okay? And this is hypotenuse, which is 356.3, and this is basically the shortest distance. Let's say the shortest distance is, let's say it's Z, okay? Z is showing shortest distance. Now, how to find shortest distance here? We have the opposite side Z, hypotenuse is 356.3 degrees, and the angle is 64. So it means this is opposite and hypotenuse. So that is cos 64. Sorry, sine 64, not cos, sorry. Because opposite or hypotenuse. So we have sine 64 is z over 356.5. Now it means z is 356.5, no, 0.3, not 0.5, 0.3. Into sine 64. So sine 64 closed into 356.3. So result is 320, yeah, 320.2. With me, 320.2 kilometer is shortest distance. That's done. Now, last part, the ships leaves L. Okay, look at the L. Yeah, L is here. The ship is leaving this L. 8. Leaving time is what? Leaving time is 20:45. Okay, fine. And travels at a speed of, what is speed? Speed is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, calculate the time the next day that the ship arrives at P. Okay, fine. Leaves P and arrives leaves L and arrives at P. So speed is here 40 kilometer. Distance is how much? Distance is given there. Distance is 248 kilometers. 248 kilometers. What is the time? Time will be, we know S is equal to VT. So distance is equal to velocity into T. Distance is equal to velocity into time. So time will be, we will find time after dividing distance by speed or velocity. So distance is 248 divided by speed, which is 40. What's the result? 248 divided by 40 is 6.2. Okay, calculate the next day, calculate the time the next day that the ship arrives at P. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So we got time is 6.2. Time we got 6.2 hours. Okay, it means 6 hours plus 0.2 into 60, because that's 0.2 hours. 0.2 hours, we will convert that into minutes. So 6 hours plus 12 minutes. Now look at the time, start and time. Start and time is 20:45. Okay, 20:45. So if you add 6 hours with 20, so 20, then 21, can count that. So it becomes 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, fine. That is 2. And look at that, 45. This is basically 8:45 in the evening. Look at 12:45 means, 20:45 means in the evening, 8:45. So 8:45 plus 6 hours is becoming 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2. So 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 45 is here and 12 minutes here. So 2 plus 12 and plus 45. So 2 57 a.m. is the arrival time for that ship. So that's the question. I hope you understood this question. Please do this question again by your own. Okay. First, look at this question which I solved. Then do this question yourself. Don't look at the working. Try to do the working yourself. I hope you will be clear then. And then do some other questions. This is the first question I solved. I'm doing some more questions. So inshallah, I'll be coming with more questions, and I'll be doing some more videos for the trigonometry. So please watch these videos, share these videos with your class fellows, with your friends, and do write comments there in comment section. If you have any issue regarding bearings, please do tell me. I will try my best to clear concepts. Thank you so much.